Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with equal groups with a problem related to TEKS 5.3i, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a number line here, and it is supposed to represent a multiplication expression. And we are supposed to find which one kind of matches this. So take a look at our number line. So it goes from 3 to a little bit past 3 and something. But what we can see here is that we've got these jumps. All right, so let's think of jumps on a number line. Okay, so I'm counting 5 of these jumps on a number line. And I'm going to transfer this into a strip diagram. I think that is going to help us. So let's think. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so those are going to represent my number of groups. All right, so we can say I've got 5 groups, and it looks like each of these are going to be equal, right? They're each going to be 2/3. So I could say this right here is going to be my number of groups. I've got 5. How much is in each group? I've got 2/3. All right, so we could put a 2/3 in each of these groups. And then if we wanted to figure out the total, right, how much is 5 sets of 2/3, right? Well, we could write this as a multiplication sentence. And we're not going to write this as an addition sentence because we're not just adding 5 plus 2/3. What I have here is I've got 2/3. If I wanted to view it as repeated addition, 5 times. All right, so I've got 5 sets of 2/3. And I've got my unknown right here. That's my total. So I've got 5 sets of 2/3. So I can view this as 5 groups of 2/3. Right? So I can write 5. Think of that multiplication sign as groups of 5 sets of 2/3. If we wanted to, we could also flip it around with a commutative property. But it looks like we are going to use this first one right here because look at my answer choices, B, C, and D. We've already gotten rid of A. All right, so now I need to just figure out what 5 sets of 2/3 is. Well, if I wanted to view it as repeated addition, right, I could think of it as 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3. Now, when we multiply fractions by a whole number, or when we add fractions with the same denominator, we do not change the denominator. Thirds, whether we look at it down here or whether we look at it up here, is simply the name of the unit. Instead of adding 2 frogs or 2 trees or 2 rocks or 2 cars, we're adding 2/3, and thirds is just the name of the unit. So we're not going to change that name of the unit. We're just going to count how many thirds do we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I've got 10 thirds because I just skip counted by 2's. If you want to view it like this, you can multiply the whole number by that numerator, and you get 10 thirds. If you want to view it as fractions, sometimes it's easier to view it as fraction. When we multiply fractions, you can multiply straight across. You do not need to have the same denominator. Any whole number can be turned into a fraction if you put it over 1. 5 wholes or 5 ones, right, is going to be 5 times 2, 10. 1 times 3 is 3. Or we can just, we could just skip count here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It was right here on the number line, even before we got into our repeated addition. So it's not going to be 10/15 because we're not multiplying the denominators. And it is going to be C, 10 thirds, because we have 5 sets of 2/3.